Ready. Play.
I was able to speak with another fellow American, Sam Querrey, earlier on today. Sam lost to Lorenzo Sonego in 2022 here at the Australian Open. I said, hey, what stood out for you here with Sonego? And he said, man, the ball comes off his racket faster than you think, and he gets it on you quickly. So we'll see how much he uses this heat to his advantage with that ball moving fast. Just like that right there, just the heat of the court, as we talked about before. It's 84 degrees Fahrenheit right now in Melbourne, so the ball's going to move quicker through the air. Yeah, that's 2 unforced errors so far on Sonego's forehand already. That's the side that every now and then pulls off the ball a little too quickly. We'll see if Marozsan tries to target that side.
Conditions do change, don't they, Nick, according to temperatures? As you mentioned, it's hotter today. The court heats up. Ball travels more quickly through the air as well. Just makes that little bit of difference.
Yeah, it sure does. And, you know, yesterday here at Melbourne Park, it was pretty windy. So the players who had to play yesterday really had to deal with blustery conditions. And something that fans maybe don't think about is the wind and how it affects players. But today there's no wind out there, so there'll be a lot of good ball striking.
Well, he picked it, Marozsan, but Sonego quick to get across and take it out of the air. Good stuff.
Fabian Marozsan to serve.
A very dead net court. Don't see too many on these courts. Normally the net's very tight and the ball jumps up pretty highly.
Yeah, that slice there was going to be a nasty one anyway because it stayed so low to the net. But lady luck on Sonego's side. I think one thing that both these players will really have to focus on is because that ball is moving so quickly through the air, you really got to keep your eye on it and stay down through your shots, because It's moving quickly. It's going to get away from you at times. Got to keep the feet active.
Let's the serve. Out. 15-30.
As you saw at the outset, they haven't played each other before. Clearly they've been aware of each other. They would have seen each other play various matches against other players. It's not until you get on court against somebody that you feel the tension. Haven't played them before.
Yeah, when I watched Francis Tiafoe play Marozsan, he was hitting a lot of balls to Marozsan's backhand, attacking that side, but Marozsan is just so consistent off of both wings. He can be more dangerous on the forehand with the jump off that wing, so kind of have to pick your poison of where you want to go.
A couple of errant forehands from the Hungarian, opening the door for Sonego.
Yeah, that was a better approach shot there from Marozsan. Just a little bit more shape on the ball. Also went into a big part of the court. Didn't try to hit it too close to the line. Just asked the question from Sonego, can you pass me here? Great shape over the net on the approach and then the finish. Yeah, one thing about Sonego, he's so quick twitch with his feet, so many fast steps. It reminds me of a boxer, how fast he gets around to hit his forehands.
Second break point in this game. Wow, that was improvisation, really redirecting magnificently.
Again, this is a drill that a lot of top players work on. They'll hit the serve and have the coach fireball deep down the middle of the court, because so many players these days are hitting the ball down the middle, taking away the angle. So you want to really stay down through that shot.
Well, fair enough. He was the recipient of one, and now he gets one.
They're now 1 for 1 on Lady Luck.
That's it. Oh, there is the drop shot that he says is his favorite shot, and he's executed it to perfection.
Yeah, he definitely has, probably between him and Alcaraz, the two best drop shots on the tour, and it's more about the disguise. He sets up for a backhand as if he's going to rope it down the line like he did a couple points before, and changes over to the continental slice grip. See you later.
Yeah, I love the elevation he gets as well, so that it gives an opportunity for the backspin to really bite.
Wow, it's a variation off the backhand we don't normally see from Marozsan. He's normally very flat through that shot, but he realized he was falling back in the court, needed some extra time.
Nice body serve. Marozsan looking to get inside the baseline.
Anytime you see your opponent creeping up inside the court, you want to go into the body, especially as we've been talking about how fast the balls are moving through the court today. Handcuff your opponent.
Stand and deliver, look beautiful.
Yeah, one thing I just really love about Marozsan's game is he really tries to hold that baseline. You know, we know how big players hit the ball these days and how much shape they get on it, but Marozsan always looks to take it early and take time away from his opponent. Great timing.
Maybe disappointed with that miss. It was short inside the baseline. Had some time.
Yeah, that's one thing I noticed with Francis Tiafoe when he was playing him as well, Marozsan, was sometimes he'd get those balls kind of bouncing at the service line and he'd be able to hit an approach shot and come in, but he wouldn't. He'd actually hit it and move backwards. And I think that's why he missed that shot. He didn't keep his body weight moving forward through that shot.
Well, that drop shot just a little too high, perhaps. And Marozsan quick to get there, had options.
Marozsan said, "You can't trick me. I'm the drop shot master." He saw it coming. Quick first step. So many options.
It's a little more difficult, perhaps, as well, to disguise the drop shot on the forehand. Got too much of a big, quick grip change, which helped Marozsan read that early. That's big. 2-10 down the center.
Yeah, the first ace of the match. That was an important one there.
Just long, good point. Both men having to work hard to hold serve.
Deuce.
Yeah, once again, just made that approach shot into a big space, didn't go for the lines. Sometimes we always think we need to hit it bigger than we need to, but that was absolutely perfect on the approach. Ask the question.
That's the serve.
Oh.
And that right there was just the speed of the court. You know, Marozsan's used to big serves. He's used to seeing quick serves, but again, the speed of the court, because of this heat, it just jumped off faster.
So 17 minutes and we've just played 3 games because they've been tightly contested. 2-1 the Italian. Stood 1-2 serving. Yeah, gets good shape on that forehand, doesn't he? And just as you mentioned, aggression, but with margin.
Yeah, and again, it's recognizing that short ball quickly, right? You know, you want to have a fast first step, so you get up there, catch it at its height, so your opponent doesn't have time to get to the next one.
Well, again, they're moving diagonally. Beautifully done. We've had a net strap issue. We've had this a couple of times in this tournament.
Yeah, you know, what was interesting was, you know, Jeff, I don't know if you recognize it as well, but I was thinking that happened when Sonego was serving, actually gained point. He hit his first serve and he took a little bit of time in between his second serve because he kept looking at the net strap. He actually looked at the chair as well. And then he went ahead and served, won the point and got the hold. But I was wondering if there was something wrong with the net strap. And then sure enough, there it is.
Well, we had this issue on Cain Arena, similar to this, a couple of days ago. It's a little awkward for all concerned. I think there's going to be a delay. It's a matter of how long the delay is. It becomes a judgment decision of whether the server gets another first serve or not.
I think typically once this happens, then it's got to be a first serve just because of the time that's being taken. Both players having to reset. My server's never big enough to have this net strap issue.
Oh, come on, you used to put holes in the net. I know that for a fact.
Those boys are hitting the ball big out here already.
The athletes these days are bigger, stronger. I mean, both these athletes 6'3", 6'4",
Yep.
191, 193 centimeters, and fast. I mean, you can't survive in this sport at this level without being quick into the bargain. Powerful, quick, flexible. Got to get into the corners quickly and then get back out of them quickly. And you've got to slide to the ball. How good were you at sliding to the ball on these sort of surfaces?
You know what? It's interesting because obviously sliding into a shot is something that you don't teach as a coach, but one of my strengths was my speed, and so I was quick around the court, and sometimes it would just happen naturally. My foot would, I would try to get the ball and my foot would just slide out.
Too much speed.
Too much speed. No, no, but I think, you know, again, these are two players as well. I think we'll see a lot of that from Sonego, is how quick he is around the court. So we'll see a few slides out here.
Yeah, I think Chair Canavan just indicating to Sonego that there will be indeed a first serve, which is appropriate.
Ladies and gentlemen, due to the delay between first and second serve, a first serve will now be issued. 40 love.
Trying to take it early, but again, came onto him just a little too quickly. So
2 games all.
we're at parity, first set.
Yeah, both of these players are, you know, what you consider aggressive. They try to stay on the baseline. They try to take time away. They don't look to extend rallies too long.
Defeated Wawrinka first round here, did Sonego. Won that match against Wawrinka in 4 sets, and then Fonseca in the second round also won that in 4 sets. Sorry, 5 sets, 6-3 in the 5th. Got lucky there.
Yeah, and how about Sonego beating Fonseca? You know, that was, a lot of people were already talking about Fonseca, and even Carlos Alcaraz saying that guy is going to be top 10 very soon. Fonseca has a massive forehand. At one point in the tournament, it was 3rd highest as far as speed is concerned off of that wing from Brazil, Fonseca.
See these drop shots more on the clay courts than other surfaces, but these men so adept and confident, quite happy to use it on the hard court, and it's done at the right time from the right place of the court. You can see he's well inside the baseline, so opportunity was there. So an easier hold on this occasion for Sonego. 3-2 opening set.
It's 3-2.
I think there's a big footprint that it needs to be, because the numbers have been very large, over 95,000 people per day, pretty much. Why wouldn't you? It's a Saturday here. Beautiful day, great place to come, enjoy some world-class sport. And there's plenty of other opportunities to see other attractions here as well.
I think a lot of this tennis today is going to be a bit more first strike. Whoever can hit the first strike, look to get in, use the heat to their advantage, because the ball's moving so quickly. And we see the quick step of Sonego. Oh, lady luck again. That's 2 for 2 for the Hungarian.
15-all.
So we see the coach there for Marozsan, Roman Hajdusik.
Fault. 15-30.
You know, Marozsan is very close with Martin Fucsovics, another Hungarian player. Marozsan is now the number 1 Hungarian player, but Fucsovics is not the number 2. Been around for a long time. Fucsovics been ranked as high as 31. Definitely getting a lot of confidence by practicing with him, being in the same locker room with him day in and day out.
Pretty good lob and an even better overhead.
Yeah, not easy there. When that lob goes up so high, you really got to try to get behind the ball, as he did there. Got behind it quickly. And went for a big target as well. Not too close to the line.
Yeah, left. Boy, fine judgment indeed. 3-all, so business end very much of this first set now. Both players very much have got themselves attuned to the speed of the conditions, what each other is bringing to the table. Any tension is now minimized as they've got a good sweat up. So a bit of a sprint to the finishing line of this first set now coming up.
And I think that would be the weaker return for Marozsan. He's got such a compact swing off the backhand. You see it from the baseline, you see it on the return. The forehand's a little bit bigger unless he chips it, and sometimes that chip just lands too short, and Sonego got up there very quickly.
This one double fault apiece. Seems to be, it's always been his favourite serve, that one wide to the forehand on the juice court. So they go.
Yeah, he definitely likes to come on the outside part of the ball on that deuce side. That's the one that's more consistent for him, and it's smart because it opens up the court, especially with these faster courts as well. It's going to really take his opponent off. Sonego once again getting to the net. That's 5 of 6 on his net points won. And Sonego talks about how he likes to play on the grass. He likes to come forward. One of those players that likes to try to get in, put pressure.
Nice serving.
New balls, please.
New balls coming. 4-3 first set. Sonego. 3-4. Just wondered a few times, Nick, if Marozsan could come in when he has his opponent struggling defending.
Yeah, he's kind of second guessed himself there. He wanted to come in, then he didn't want to come in, and then that's what led to the error.
I think it's not his first choice, is it? That's why he sort of hesitates a bit.
It's not, but if you look at the results, he's 7 of 8 on net points won so far. You know, as your coach, you kind of wish you could tell him right now, hey, you're 7 of 8 coming in. Go ahead and make sure you keep coming forward, keep trusting yourself. But sometimes in key situations, you go to what you know best.
So a little bit of a divot, love 30.
15-30.
Starting to scramble out of it. Nice serve. Come in because the ball was short, but didn't really do enough for the approach, did he?
I know he didn't. And, you know, again, we talk about how you do want to go to the bigger court, but sometimes you need to put just a little bit more on the approach. And actually maybe would have liked if he would have gone inside in and kept the ball in front of him. By going inside out, there was just too much court to cover.
Great points. And that wide serve paying dividends for both men so far.
Yeah, it sure is. And one thing that makes that one work well is he takes a little bit of pace off, comes on the outside part of it, and the ball goes outside the single sideline.
Use.
And that was just a more aggressive mentality there for Marozsan. I just liked how fast he got up to that short ball. He didn't second guess himself. Taking the first step quickly right there. Small first step, bang.
Did well in that game, Marozsan, from 15-40.
He sure did. And if I'm Sonego moving forward in this match on big points, I'm going to be looking for that wide serve on the deuce side. That's what got him out of the game.
Well, that's terrific, gentlemen.
Both players absolutely stalking the baseline, wanting to try to take some time away, but Sonego waited till he had his balance here to go down the line. That's when you want to go down the line, when you have your balance not falling off.
As we said at the outset, he just gets a little more speed off both the first and second serves. The Italian, that one at 200. And there's that wicked wide serve to the juice court that has served him so well throughout his career. His ball's just one game old, and a little side spin on it, the heat really taking off. And then a little change of pace, followed up by a forehand on the sideline. Sonego at 5-4 first set. There's that change up serve there. Nick just 158, but that shot.
Yeah, I think he knows Marozsan loves it in the strike zone, right? I mean, what, especially with his short backswing, does Marozsan have? So you got to try to get it out of the strike zone. Or something like that. It's a Grey Goose based drink that's very refreshing. I'm sure there's a few of those being bought today.
I have heard about it. One of my co-commentators was talking about the other day. I've yet to try it, but I'm up for it. He was a visitor. You're going to have to. We're
definitely going to have to.
Okay. 4-5. Really good defense and a very ordinary volley there from Marozsan. He could have been in trouble.
Yeah, and against Francis Tiafoe as well, I saw Marozsan missed a few forehand volleys that were high like that, and we saw on this one it was high, didn't really put it away, didn't get enough step into that volley. You really want to step into it, aim for the service line, be authoritative with it.
30 love.
Putting together a better game so far. And that was the case in his previous service game. Had to fight back from a 15-40 deficit last service game.
Great job by Sonego following the ball. If you're going to hit a drop shot, you want to follow the ball, 50. Cover that down the line before you cover the cross.
Plenty of success at the net for both players we just saw then.
Marozsan, 5 games old.
Not much to separate them. A lot of statistics looking similar as well. 67% first serves in Marozsan and 66 for Sonego. Just more success on the second serves for the Italian at the moment. He's had a few more opportunities. He's had 4 breakpoint opportunities. Marozsan yet to get any or get himself an opportunity to get a break point.
Yeah, but I do like that play from Sonego. Again, just mixing up the drop shot. We know that Marozsan likes to stay on the baseline, try to dictate. So you want to try to bring a guy like that forward. You want to try to bring him forward, get him out of his comfort zone.
Let's first serve.
Out.
30 love.
Out.
40 love.
He's getting some more free points, Sonego, in this match than is the case for his opponent. Quick conditions and gets a little bit more speed on any circumstance than his opponent, so it's making life a little more comfortable for him.
Fault.
Very measured with his approach, isn't he?
He is. Yeah, Marozsan just
15.
didn't panic there, right? You know, he was on the defense and just said, okay, I'm just going to slice this back in play and try to get back on the offense. Didn't panic, Marozsan.
Good pace and well disguised. So Sonego 6-5.
Sonego leads 6 games to 5.
Okay, pressure on the Hungarian here. 5-6, and he's ready to step up to the line. And giving the Italian a bit of his own medicine there.
Yeah, he's been loving that out wide serve on the deuce side. So Sonego's got to look to try to take that one away, make Marozsan use the one down the tee. Both players so far have been enjoying more of the slice serves, especially on the deuce side, getting the opponent outside of the court to open it up. Pretty straightforward game plan so far from Marozsan. Serve to the forehand. Bigger backswing there for Sonego, so that's the weaker side in general.
Let's for serve.
Fault.
Another serve to the forehand and breaking away. So 6-all, probably appropriate, I think, that we decide this set
6
via
games
tiebreak.
all.
Their career tiebreak records not too
Tiebreak.
dissimilar percentage-wise, although Sonego certainly played more of them. He has an 85-80 success rate. Marozsan 20-17, so both in the positive, but not by a lot. I'm backing Sonego because I think he might just get an extra point with a first serve. We'll see.
Fault.
He's going to have to be careful serving to the backhand of Marozsan. That return is going to be money in the court because of that small backswing, and takes it early as well. Gets it on Sonego quickly. And when he makes the decision to come forward and actually sticks with it, he's so fast to get up there on that approach shot.
Yeah, it was a mistimed return and landed very short, deserved and received appropriately.
Let's for serve.
Oh, he's had that net cord working for him, hasn't he?
Yeah, he sure has. That's 3 for 3 on net cords for Marozsan so far. But once again, Marozsan stalking the baseline. You see even there, he wasn't getting pushed back too much, pushing Sonego further and further behind the baseline, and then ultimately a little luck.
Yeah, they're deadly in tiebreakers, aren't they? A good lead now for Marozsan. Sonego really must get both of these, you'd imagine.
Warning, Mr. Sonego.
He's been pushing the envelope time-wise, and he's encroached over the limit.
Let's serve.
Fault.
3-1. Marozsan.
Play cricket at all?
I did not.
Well, that's what we'd call in cricket bouncer, right at the chest, basically,
Yep.
up near the throat. Got some real kick on that.
Fault.
Yeah, that's the serve right there. That if I'm in the Sonego camp, I want to see a few more to the
3-2.
forehand. You saw the
Marozsan.
big wind up there. Wasn't able to time it because it got into him too quickly.
Would it be fair comment that most of the players that use a two-handed backhand, their strength is on that side?
Yeah, I would think so, right? It's just easier to shorten that backswing. I always tell people to be small and fast with it.
Oh, it was close. Sonego was hoping it was out, but
4-2.
no
Marozsan.
call coming.
Yeah, and Sonego looking over at his coach as if to say, I think that caught the back of the line, and the coach was saying, move on to the next point, giving him some hand motions as if to say, that point is over, let's keep going. Oh yeah, that was inside the line.
Absolutely. These situations when you're playing, you want them to go out, and your eyes sort of get pushed into thinking that's the case.
Yeah, and you know, again, it's the third round, the Australian Open. You got to outwork your opponent. You got to win every ball, not hope it's going to happen. You got to try to make it happen.
The 4-2, one more service point to come. He'll be keen to take this and take a 5-2 lead, will Marozsan. And does with an ace.
5-2. Marozsan.
Excellent depth on the return, setting up that opportunity. So a handful now of set points.
6-2. Marozsan.
Right now, Nick, I'm glad I'm not allowed to bet.
Yeah, this has been impressive from the Hungarian so far.
Out.
6-3. Marozsan.
So more set points on offer for Marozsan. Now on his own serve. He couldn't earn himself any break points throughout the first set, but he can take that first set nevertheless. 7 points to 3. First set, Marozsan. Sonego was a little bit more up and down. Plenty of highlights in this first set.
Yeah, look at that little cheeky pickup off the backhand down the line, and look at where he is on the baseline, just always right on top of it. And that just takes time away from Sonego. And Marozsan just starting off this set with a little variety. We were talking about how much he's been dictating play, but then to mix up the drop shot, he did that early on in the first set as well to keep Sonego off balance, showing a bit of everything.
Dirty love.
Out.
40 love. Game. Marozsan.
Good opening game
First
from
game,
the Hungarian.
second
If you want to
set.
set, you want to try and really get away to a really good start in set number 2, don't you? Make your opponent feel worse, feel like that he's really behind the 8 ball. And Sonego, to be fair, I think his attitude looks good, but things haven't gone his way. He had 4 break point opportunities in the first set. He's had 3 net cords go against him. He's probably feeling a little bit unlucky. He's had the chair calling for a time violation, but so far his attitude seems okay. He's going to have to look for the positives.
Yeah, I always, tell players I coach, I say in tennis you have to have the mind of a goldfish. You have to be able to move on quickly. As soon as something doesn't go your way, you got to move on to the next point as if it never happened. And for Sonego, he's got to realize he's playing good tennis. As you said, there was a net cord that went against him in the tiebreaker, just missed a couple shots, barely a little bit long, but just keep playing, keep staying aggressive, keep staying positive. That's when he's at his best.
He's going to need to keep watching that clock. He is playing slowly. He's been called for a time violation once. Next time he'll lose a first serve, or if he's returning, he'll lose a point.
Sonego
15
fist
love.
pumping his racket to his coach. You want to show your opponent as well that you're not going anywhere, right? It's only been one set. It's a very long match, 3 out of 5 sets. Still a long ways to go. Keep that positive energy.
30 love.
Fault.
Thirty 15.
Fault.
Once again, smart serving from Sonego. You know, when you have a returner inside the baseline, as far as Marozsan is on that second serve, you want to go into the body, a little bit of a body blow, and that was also more to the forehand side. As we keep talking about, that's probably the weaker wing. Smart stuff from the Italian.
Fault.
Nice. Again, Nick, as you mentioned, he's hugging that baseline, Marozsan.
40-30.
And I really liked how he got a little bit of extra angle on this forehand. So you talk about wanting to spread the court, right? Because he's up early in the court, he can get it off the court quickly, make Sonego feel off balance. Oh, so smart from Marozsan there. Last time he was on that ad side, he was in so on top of the baseline on the second serve, and he missed the return. So this time he moved further back, gave himself more time to hit that second serve return. And once the point gets going, we've been seeing Marozsan's been more consistent from the baseline than Sonego.
Wow.
Advantage. Marozsan.
Could this be the first service break of the match? It's the first break point opportunity the Hungarian has been able to achieve. He's made it just. Boy, that looked like it was going long.
Yeah, and again, just feeling the speed of Marozsan. Sonego got it close to the line. I think there one is here, replay. Haven't seen anything come up quite yet.
They both moved on.
Advantage. Sonego.
Well, got a little tense there for Sonego.
Game
Had to face his first break point of the match. He had a forehand cross court that, well, obviously hit the line. So living on the edge.
Love.
Out.
30 love.
I think that's what I want to see a little bit more from Sonego. If he can try to spread the court, if he can use a few more angles to get Marozsan moving that way. I feel like too many balls have gone behind the baseline, and that's exactly where Marozsan wants it. Not quite sure. Maybe a little blood on Sonego's hand.
Yeah, I think he's must have hit his hand with his follow through in some way.
Sorry.
Sure, I could have done that.
Let's the serve.
Oh, see you later, says Sonego. Again, when players approach, a lot of players come in and they don't follow the ball all the way in. A lot of players kind of come to the middle of the court. They expect the cross-court pass, and that leaves the down the line wide open, but what a laser.
40-30.
Started to find his range with the serve. His ace total almost matching that of Sonego at the moment. 4-5. Matches on. Marozsan still either player to be broken. 2-1. They can even come by boat down the Yarra. So new balls. 1-2, second set.
Out. 15 love. 30 love.
Sonego 8 of 9 on his net points won. So when he's being aggressive, looking to come forward, as you see there, he recognized the high ball, got in for the overhead, try to take some time away.
$40 love.
It's almost unplayable. It's breaking away so far.
Yeah, what makes that tricky is that tosses over his head about 11 o'clock. So it's almost like a kick serve toss, but he still comes on the outside part of the ball.
Out.
40-15.
Arena backhand miss in what was basically a neutral ball, so 2-all.
2 games all.
See the coach there of Sonego, Fabio Colangelo. Right there in the Emporio hat, the first sunglasses there as well. I mean, that wide serve has just been so money for Marozsan, getting on the, going outside the single sideline. He's only lost 6 points on his first serve.
30 love.
Make that 6 aces for the match.
Yeah, understandably, I think looking for that wide serve then, and
15.
couldn't have timed it any better.
$40-15.
Nice body serve, getting the desired result. So on we go. No service break as yet. 3-2. So as you can see, the shade just coming in across the court, and the players will enjoy that to some degree. The difficulty is the ball coming out of the sun and into the shade makes picking up the flight of the ball a little bit more difficult for another 20-30 minutes or so, and that'll be entirely in shade, which will be very pleasant for the players. Sonego 2-3.
$15 low.
A little unlucky there.
15 all.
It was a good try from Sonego, but we've just seen it on the screen. It was out by the barest of margin, a millimetre maybe. The over-shoulder shot, beautifully struck, just long. Good choice to lob, though, from Marozsan.
Let's for seven.
Out.
30-15.
That's the 8th ace of the match for Sonego.
Fault. Fault.
40-30.
He's finding the outside of the line, so 3-all. This is second set. A replica of the first, really.
Games all.
Marozsan's found it pretty difficult to read that first serve of Sonego. Sonego's only lost 6 points on that first serve. Very good striking.
That's nice. Someone quickly coming out of the corner, coming back behind them.
And that's what happens when you're used to hitting a specific serve. I mean, I feel like on every single point he's used that wide serve on the deuce side, and now he's seen so many angles from Sonego. Once you've seen all those angles, you feel comfortable with the next ball. And that's tennis 101. A serve, he backed up a little bit on that forehand, gave himself space, but then he moved back up into the court. See how he moves back? Now watch how he moves back up into the court, looks for the short ball. See you later.
Let's the serve. Love.
Sonego moving back deep there to take that second serve. Not his preferred option, but at least it's a change. It's something different. And if you're not breaking serve, you've got to try something different.
Let's for serve.
Again, staying very deep to take that second serve, Sonego.
As you said, he just hasn't really gotten his teeth into many of these service games. So changing up your return positions, showing your opponent something different, that's definitely a good call.
No response to that. First serve, 191 Ks, right on the line. Marozsan marches on, 4-3.
4 games to 3.
But only closed, of course, in inclement weather. It is, after all, an outdoor tournament. So Marozsan, can he add a little extra pressure here? He's up a set, he's up 4-3. What can he do to add a little bit more stress onto the Italian?
Once again, for both players, I mean, they got to start taking away that wide serve on the deuce side. That's been the go-to for both players in the beginning of the game and when they're down in the score. I like that play from Sonego. He was moving around to hit his forehand. He felt a little bit off balance, so he just went down the middle of the court. He knew if he hit it big enough, then Marozsan wouldn't have any angles. And sure enough, got the air.
Love.
So both trading blows. So
4 games all.
Basically the same level, so 4-all.
Yeah, so far on the first serve, Marozsan's only lost 7 points on his first serve and Sonego 6. Both players making a lot of first serves and getting a lot of free points because of the courts moving so quickly.
Changed his position, which we've complimented him on, but he's just not used to it. And he hasn't made enough returns. And he's getting racket on ball from that position.
Sometimes it's one of those things when, you know, your game plan coming out is I'm going to be aggressive and be aggressive, and you haven't really visualized moving back, say the night before, visualize taking some time, getting yourself a little bit more distance. And his body weight just isn't moving forward through that return, and now you see him moving back up where he's more comfortable. Typically, if you are missing returns, it's good to hit the return through the middle of the court more. Give yourself more space to hit into. Then once you see yourself making a lot of returns to the middle, then you can start spreading it out.
Well, some good width from Marozsan, and then even better angle from the Italian.
Yeah, that's what happens, you know, when you start to open up the court with some short angles. You got to be ready for your opponent to also open up the court. You kept him on the run there. He's going to open it up as well.
Oh, outstanding from the big Hungarian. Shortened the backswing, took a ball that was coming like a rocket and delivered it back with even a little more pace.
God, how about the balance of Marozsan on that forehand there? He had a slice squash shot before that forehand, but just really stayed down.
Juice.
Well, probably the first ordinary drop shot attempt from Marozsan that we've seen.
Yep. Yeah, a little bit too much air under that one.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just feeling the speed there of Sonego.
Sonego.
Even gave an extra look after he missed that forehand as if to say, wait a second, Sonego was waiting on that one.
4 opportunities in the first set, Sonego to break. This is his first in the second.
Well, that's been his personality so far throughout this match. Cool, calm, and collected in pressure situations. We haven't seen him get down on himself at all. Made a first serve, first shot to the open court.
Oh dear. Maybe changed his mind. Maybe he saw Sonego moving to that open space that he was looking at. So back-to-back break point opportunities now for Sonego. Can he take this one? And the answer is no. Good serving.
Juice.
Sonego giving a little bit of extra effort, now trying to get the crowd involved.
Advantage, Sonego.
Okay. For the third time, Sonego, break point. And now a second serve. Well, didn't do a lot with the return or any of the rally shots there. Sonego just waiting really for his opponent to miss, and that's probably not a strategy that's going to be very effective.
Yeah, not against such a great ball striker like Marozsan. You know, you got to try to put him under pressure. If you're just floating the ball, he doesn't mind that at all. He'll just put the ball right in his strike zone and get you on the run. Back to deuce. And once again, as soon as he needs a point on that deuce side, the out wide serve comes out of the bag.
Marozsan extricating himself from stressful situations. 7-5-4, he leads.
How cool, calm, and collected did the Hungarian stay. He knew how important it was to get a couple first serves in there. He said, if you can get the crowd involved, so can I, Lorenzo.
Fair enough.
Absolutely.
Time.
So it would be natural for Sonego at the moment to be a little disappointed. He's had the majority of breakpoint opportunities, 7 in total. Marozsan just 1. But neither player has succeeded in breaking the other's serve. That means Sonego's on the limit here now. Can't surely afford to go down 2 sets to love, so he must hold here.
Love 15.
So far, Sonego has 9 unforced errors off that forehand wing and only 5 off the backhand. I think Marozsan's going to try to target the forehand here if he can. You see there from Marozsan 2 slice forehands off the return. That means that's the side that he's not as confident on, feels a little weaker, so he's just trying to bunt it back in the court. Sonego will probably attack that side throughout this game.
Nice and offensive there, and Marozsan was with the forehand as well. It was like he was expecting it to come, and he had a real cut at the forehand return. A little unusual. So both men looking to up the ante here as we get to the business end of this second set.
(40-15).
Well, That's what Sonego is going to need to do if he wants to win this match. He's got to put Marozsan under pressure. He's got to try to get him on the defense. When we've seen Marozsan have to stretch, that's when he struggles. But if he's set up, watch out.
Love.
Calm and measured.
It's a better strike from Sonego on the forehand. If I'm Sonego's coach, you think the coach has recognized by now that so many serves are going that forehand. I'm telling Sonego to sit on that thing. And if he goes wide, so be it. But we've lost too many points on that forehand return.
Full-blooded attack there from Sonego. Just a little wide. So again, heading to a potential tie break. All right, the stress really more on Sonego than Marozsan. So Marozsan's taken the first set. Sonego's got a first hold here and then win a tie break. First things first.
Yeah, that's when Marozsan is dangerous. Able to set up on the forehand. He steps forward with the left foot to get a little extra power on it and just rushed Sonego.
Almost a little awkward, that smash. He was just split between the sun and the shade there. Took his time, kept his head up.
Yeah, great timing there from Sonego. Sometimes easier to let that one bounce and then pick your spot, but well done. Once again, Sonego, that's what he's got to do. Put Marozsan on the defense.
30-15.
Keep him on the run. Doesn't like hitting those squash shots, the Hungarian.
He's made it. The lob set up the opportunity.
It sure has, and I think he's starting to read that inside-out approach shot from Marozsan. When that ball's in the middle of the court off the forehand, Marozsan likes to go inside out. It actually leaves it down the line open, but Sonego starting to read it and finding passes.
Starting to put the chip forehand return in the bag for the time being.
Yep.
Marozsan is having a cut at it. Just long. So it's a case of deja vu here. Second set.
6
following the pattern of the first.
Tie break.
Dialogue with the coaching team.
Once again, Marozsan just being super smart about first serves, and that's always the key in any match, but definitely in tiebreakers. Make the first serve, that way your opponent doesn't actually know where you're going to serve, keeps them off balance, and find a forehand. Ace of the match, 5th of this set for Sonego.
Three good points from both players. Lady Luck not quite with Marozsan on this occasion. Oh dear.
Yeah, and that's just not committing to the return, right? If you're going to move up in the court, you want to still commit to it. You got to be small and fast with the hands to get through that ball.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see, he wants to be inside the baseline, which is an aggressive position, but if you're not of that mindset or commitment,
yep,
it's not going to work out very well. So Still up a mini break. 3-2 serving. Gets a little unbalanced sometimes, doesn't he, Sonego? Just falling away from the ball at impact there.
Yeah, we've seen his quick twitch muscles with his footwork, a lot of small steps, but every now and then it's a little too jittery, right? And that's where he pops up on some of the shots, doesn't stay down.
Marozsan, he's got a perfect 5-set record, 4-0, so that would suggest to you that if he was to win this set, up 2 sets to love, he could only be beaten in 5 sets, and his record in that area has been perfect. So let's not tell Sonego that. So does he go to the forehand again? Does Marozsan chip?
Yeah, Jeff, I'm with you right there. You know, they're 3-all in the tiebreaker. He got to that spot because he'd been serving body forehand or out wide to the forehand, getting some chips from Marozsan that had landed short in the court. But then to go for the tee serve, that's a question mark for me. And now Marozsan 4-3.
Cain just a little unbalanced at the moment of impact.
5-3. Marozsan.
So some unforced errors hurting Sonego in this tiebreak. Stepping in, taking the short ball, being authoritative.
6-3.
As per the first set, similar position, 6 points to 3. The Hungarian.
And that's the shot or the serve that we were thinking was going to happen at 3-all in the tiebreaker.
6-4.
That serve to the forehand. Got the short ball that he wanted because of the chip. Let's see if he does it again when he needs a point here.
Found his mark this time. Surprised Marozsan. However, Marozsan with a set point now on his own serve for a 2 sets to love lead. That's long.
6-all.
So 6-3 quickly becomes 6-all.
Yeah, I loved hearing the footwork from Sonego there at 5'6", obviously knowing that that point was a set point against him, but a lot of small steps to work hard for that one. I think if I'm Sonego, I'm looking for this forehand on this return.
Points at the tiebreaker, and it couldn't come at a more critical time for the Italian.
Lorenzo Sonego said, "You are not going to beat me with the wide serve this time." He got his feet there. Little short slice. Great balance on the last forehand inside in. Sets up a set point for Sonego.
4 consecutive points. Can he make it 5?
Yeah, I think, you know, in this set, if I'm Sonego, I want to keep getting the crowd involved. I felt like there at the end of the second, once he got the crowd behind him, he started actually being more aggressive with his footwork, started playing better, more clear in his mind.
Just made it, just.
Love 13.
I think it was a good thing that he mistimed it, otherwise it was going to go out.
Yeah, Sonego's got to get right back to work here.
Yeah, a little apology there from Marozsan. It wasn't cleanly struck.
Out.
15-30.
That's good response, isn't it, from Marozsan? Having lost that second set, he's come out, shaking it off, focused on the first game.
Yeah, he's put the pressure right back on Sonego. You know, sometimes when you win such a tight set like Sonego did, he was not ready for these first couple points of the game, got down early. Now he's got to try to fend off these break points.
Let's for serve.
Sonego carrying it fine, the wide forehand just on the line.
30-40.
Yeah, and as we've seen throughout these two sets, anytime he can get Marozsan stretched on that forehand, if you can get him on the defense, he's not as good with that squash shot. And it leads to the open court.
So one more break point for the Hungarian. That's brilliant, using all corners of the court.
Well, if his coach could yell down to him right now, Lorenzo Sonego is 13 of 15 at the net throughout this match, 87%, only lost 2 points. If I were him, I'd keep coming anytime available. See his coach there for Lorenzo Sonego.
Advantage, Sonego.
That's a real confidence builder for Sonego. You'll feel he's on a little momentum ride at the moment. Having come back from 3 set points to take that second set and then break points in the first game of the third. Things looking brighter for him.
That was a big hold for Sonego, just going down love 30, but then finding some first serves.
He's getting a little frustrated. Marozsan, he thinks his opponent's playing too slowly.
Yeah, typically after that first game, you switch sides and it's just supposed to be a quick switch, maybe a quick drink, and then you keep moving, not stopping and taking time.
Fault.
He's not the sort of player that gives himself some positive affirmation, but he might need a little bit of that at the moment. He's got to be feeling disappointed. So this may very well be the moment for Sonego to strike.
Fault.
Yeah, he's just a
15
little
40.
flat spot, I think, Marozsan.
Yeah, that was the first sign of negativity that we kind of saw when he came out to serve this game, getting frustrated with Sonego's pace in between games. And that's affected his rhythm.
Dirty 40.
Fault.
It's taken 2 hours and 19 minutes, but the first service break has come, and it's gone the way of the Italian, who's just riding a nice little wave at the moment, having just extricated himself from a perilous position in that second set.
Yeah, this is flipped quickly. Marozsan up 6-3 in that second set breaker, and Sonego said not quite yet. Now he's got all the momentum.
Love 15.
Yeah, Sonego's got to be careful. If he misses too many first serves, he's only winning 52% of his second serve points. So that second serve's getting beat up pretty good by Marozsan.
All. Dirty 15.
Fault.
Having no problems with the second serve. Marozsan there just stepping forward.
Yeah, you want to see more of a knife of the slice here. And to get it lower to the net, you want to go more cross court. You want to go over the lower part of the net. If you go down the line, you got to get it higher. And Marozsan doesn't mind that. Once again, the go-to for the Italian, that out wide serve at 30 all, money in the bank.
Did everything right except get to the net a little bit more quickly and execute that volley a little better. So Sonego continues his momentous little ride at the moment. 3-love. Last volley.
Marozsan up to serve, and Sonego just now walking back to put his towel away. Marozsan does not look extremely happy about this again. The wheels have just started to come off a little bit. He's really got to try to regroup, take his time, think about what his game plan was, reset. Right now it seems to be rushing through these serves.
$15 all.
Out.
30-15.
Fault. Out.
30 all.
Critical stage potentially here. Love 3, 30 all. A double break would be catastrophic in this set.
Out.
40-30. Game.
Okay.
Sonego leads 3-1.
Yeah, he got the hold there, but for me, he was just moving through that service game so quickly. It was almost like, typically when you're not maybe feeling your game, you want to give yourself a little bit more time, regroup. He did get the hold. His coach trying to pump him up here so he can do it 1 point at a time.
Fault.
He does take a lot of time, Sonego. Every serve that he's delivering, he's right up to the last second, but he's playing within the rules. He knows he's been warned once, so he knows he can't transgress again. So if I were here, I would keep taking quite a while. So if I see it's upsetting my opponent, well, keep doing it. It's up to the chair to take care of the time.
Yeah, definitely. And, you know, when you take the full 25 seconds, you're able to keep your heart rate at the optimum. It's not going to be rushing. You can stick to your routines. See Sonego taking a deep breath.
He's down to 6 seconds. Oh my goodness. I think that was an attempted drop shot.
30-15.
With a lot of backspin, so his focus in this, in the last couple of games of this set, has just been lost, I think.
(40-15). Again, Sonego.
Yeah, he's marching forward quite nicely at the moment, the Italian. Just the one break with 4-1 looks significant lead. So getting deeper into this third set now. And Marozsan, he needs to get back on track, trailing 1-4.
Was almost out of aggression there, that forehand. Saying, you know what, I'm gonna swing freely now, let my arm just go through this ball. Sometimes that's what you need, get a little aggression out.
Out.
(15-all).
Yeah, we started to see a few more returns being made by Sonego, and a lot of them through the middle of the court. He's made 64% of his returns back in play, putting pressure on Marozsan.
Out. Out.
30-all.
Out.
30-40.
Looking over the precipice in this set, Marozsan went for a double break.
Out.
And that's wild, that's careless, and it's going to be very difficult to recover. A, this set, and B, his attitude, it would seem. It's gone a little south.
Yeah, and again, these matches are such long matches, 3 out of 5 sets, and when you're serving down 1-4, you got to kind of just remember it's only one break. You know, anything can happen. You just keep holding serve. You never know if Sonego gets nervous or tight, but right now Sonego at 5-1 in the driver's position for this set.
15 love.
Just keeps going about his business, taking care of
30
what
love.
he can control. Sonego doing a good job. Two points away, perhaps, from a 2-1 lead.
Out.
40 love.
So he's been totally in control of this third set. Good hustle from Sonego. He's committed to the task here, and he's taken this third set 6-1.
6 games to 1.
So Marozsan is back on court. Let's hope for his sake he's completely invested in this match. He'll need to get away to a good start. Set number 4.
Out.
Love 15.
Yeah, you have to, if you're Marozsan, you have to act like you're back to level 0. This is the very first point, now second point of the match. Get back to your game plan. Don't think that you're down 2-1.
Out. Out.
Wow, the wheels have just
Love
fallen off,
30.
and he looked over at his coach, and his coach gave him the hand gesture. Just take your time. Showed him with his hands. Don't rush. I feel like it's the biggest difference between, say, the top 10 players in the world and sometimes the rest of the field, right? Is being able to not have those peaks and valleys and ups and downs, being able to stay more even keel with your level, with your mind. And also with your energy, right? You know, we've seen Sonego really have a positive energy, getting the crowd involved. Marozsan needs to try to do that now. He needs to try to win a game and get the crowd involved.
Out. Out.
30-40.
Well, the volley was there to be hit, but instead it was pushed and gave Sonego an opportunity, and he took it.
First game, 4th set.
Yeah, Sonego can do no wrong. He's seeing the ball like a basketball right now, but he also feels the negativity from Marozsan, right? And then that's fueling him. That's saying, you know what, I'm going to outwork Marozsan right now. I'm going to show him how bad I want this match.
Yeah, well, that's the question, isn't it? How badly do you want it? And not convinced at the moment that perhaps Marozsan wants it quite badly enough. It's his own worst enemy. His level has gone down because it seems as if his commitment to the cause has just dropped. Still talking to a chair about the time being taken.
Yeah, it's almost like how long are you going to let that go, right? You know, this is a whole new set. You got to see it as a whole new match as well. As he's bouncing around now on the return. Good to see.
Just showing what he can do when he's switched on.
Yeah, that's what we saw the first 2 sets, was the big power off the forehand. First strike.
$15-all.
Out.
30-15.
Out.
40-15.
Sonego doing a job. Good job. He's just focused. He's going about his business.
Fault.
Let's second serve.
Out.
Yeah. Sonego.
Yeah, the unforced errors just keep piling up for Marozsan. That's 40 total unforced errors.
Two gives to
Where
low.
Sonego only has 24, so nearly double off the Hungarian racket. Coach for Sonego is looking pretty relaxed over there. Not sure Sonego reached the second round here.
Let's
Beat Dan Evans, but then lost to Carlos Alcaraz.
Well, if we just think back around 40 minutes ago, it was Marozsan who'd won the first set. He had 3 set points to take a 2-sets-to-love lead. Didn't get it. At break points first game, didn't get it. And since that time, he's won but 1 game.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, you know, sometimes you just have to be able to put that out of your mind. You're up a set and then 6-3 in the tiebreaker. You think it's all going to happen. You're already thinking about the locker room in a way. If you get up 2-sets-to-love, and before you know it, it's turned the other way.
Love 14.
And this is a point for a double break, and this would be an almost impossible task back for Marozsan, you'd imagine.
Let's for serve. Fifteen, 14.
Fault.
Thirteen, 14.
Certainly committed his racket head to that forehand. So a double break for the Italian. He can taste victory, I suspect. 3-love.
I think I heard him.
So Lorenzo Sonego, he has a stranglehold on this match, it would seem. 2-sets-to-1 and 3-love. He's really struggled, hasn't he, with that forehand return from the deuce court. He's tried to chip it, not very successfully. When he tries to hit it, his timing's all awry.
All.
Yeah, just a nice 1-2 punch out wide, taking your opponent outside the alley, just leaving the court absolutely wide open. Marozsan didn't really even give 100% on that run. It was almost like, okay, you got me there. I'll either try to save some energy for this next point, just trying to figure things out.
40-15.
One-way traffic continues. Sonego in complete control.
Yeah, I feel like for Marozsan, his bags are already packed at the moment. I feel like he hasn't tried to find any solutions to get back into this match, whether that's extra energy, get the crowd involved. Been pretty stagnant with his footwork.
Out.
15 love.
Out.
30 love.
Fault. Out.
Taking that second
30,
serve on the
15.
rise.
Yeah, Sonego just knows if he keeps up his level and his energy, he's in the driver's seat. Hopping around right now on the return is Sonego. And again, the players these days hit the ball so hard, and if your footwork is not in prime position, you're going to be in trouble.
$40-30.
Out.
Deuce. Advantage. Marozsan.
3 hours on court, and the last 20 minutes have not been kind to Marozsan. He's on the game. Excuse me. He's on the scoreboard, but still down a double break.
Sonego leads 4-1.
Yeah, and his hands are in the air now trying to get the crowd, but I think that's what we've needed all along. I like seeing the smile on his face. Just have some fun out there. You're in the third round of the Australian Open. Gotta enjoy this moment.
Time.
So what a turnaround in this match. The first 2 sets were so evenly contested. Not so the third, and so far not so the fourth either. Sonego serving for 5-1.
Better return there from Marozsan, deeper in the court, deep down the middle. More aggression with the footwork, which helped the pace of the ball.
All.
Sonego quite rightly just keeps on keeping on. He's been committed to the cause here from the first point.
All.
Set 4, the first serve percentage has dropped, but he still hasn't been broken, Sonego. I think that says a little bit more about the state of Marozsan's returning than anything else.
Let's first serve.
He's getting a little edgy here, Sonego. I think he realizes his opponent is pretty much on the ropes and emotionally is almost checked out.
Yeah, and this is when you can't think about the locker room. A lot of times you get to this position, you know your opponent's not quite there. You're already thinking, okay, 2 more games, I'm in the locker room. You have to stay focused on the process.
Has not been broken in this match as yet. Is this going to be the first time?
Yes.
The backhand reliable when he has time to set up for it. This is a must-break situation for Marozsan, surely.
Good first serve there from Sonego.
Yes.
On his legs under that serve.
Advantage, Sonego.
Well, he remains unbroken in this match, Sonego. He had to work a little harder there than has been the case recently. Gets the job done.
Leads 5-1.
Yeah, great use of the short slice to try to bring his opponent up in the court. And then Marozsan just couldn't make it back to the center in time to cover.
Out.
15 love. Fifteen all. Thirty 15.
So it looks as if Marozsan wants to see Sonego at least attempt to have to serve it out.
Fault. Fault.
40-30. Deuce.
Out.
Moving dangerously, Marozsan, that ball on the baseline, barely touching.
Fault.
It's a whole serve, so in a moment, Marozsan one last chance to break the Sonego serve for this match, or else he is gone. 5-2. Caught completely in shade now. We've been out here for 3 hours and 13 minutes. We've seen quite the roller coaster ride for the first 2 sets. Sets were split, 2 tiebreakers. Marozsan had 3 set points in the tiebreaker, couldn't get it done. And since then, it's been all Sonego serving for the match.
Yeah, and that's been the winning pattern throughout this match. The serve to the forehand, gotten a lot of mistakes from that wing, so that's definitely where you want to go when you're trying to serve it out.
Perfect. Marozsan had covered the line quite rightly, but Sonego backed himself and found just a little space available.
Yeah, and we haven't seen a lot of drop shots in the last couple sets. We saw it the first 2 sets, and it really helped Marozsan just be confusing for Sonego, but Sonego was on that one.
Well, he's been a runaway train
40 love.
on express in the last hour. Net points won 92%. He's been very, very convincing. Match points, 3 of them. Oh, it's just found the baseline, that return.
Yeah, Sonego almost just hoping that that was going to be out. He was ready to celebrate. He's still got 2 more match points to have that celebration.
Lorenzo Sonego.
3 sets to 1. 6-7, 7-6.
Too good
6-1,
today, too tough
6-2.
physically and mentally. Coming back from a set deficit. 6-7, 7-6, 6-1, 6-2. Into the 4th round.
Sonego take a bow. That was impressive. He's got the flags out. The crowd got the crowd behind him in that 2nd set, which helped him get through.